Okay, before I get into this mistress part of this video, give my video a thumbs up if this makeup looks good. Like, stop playing with Crazy K. These hands is crazy. Period. I'm getting better by the day and I look good, I think. So, give me a thumbs up or comment down in the comment section below and say, bitch, you look good, okay?
I'd rather keep it real with ya. Real hot girl shit. It ain't always about what you like, sometimes it's about what's right. I'd rather be a B-I-T-C-H, cause that's what you gon' call me when I'm trippin' anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your...
So it all started with me feeling like he was a cheater when one day we was in the breakfast store. Well, I wasn't in the breakfast store. We was at the breakfast store in South Philly on Point Breeze. And he left his phones in the car because he thought that he could just run in and get the food, I guess, and run back out. But actually, it took some time because the food wasn't ready yet. So, he left both his phones in the car. So his work phone, since it was new, and then I have a passcode on it. So it kept going off, and I'm like, why does this phone keep going off? So, you know, as the woman, I peeked at it. And it was like, yeah, I need $25 because I'm about to start work and I don't have no money to get no gym stuff from Ross. I'm like, what? So I open it and it just says D. Doesn't say no name or anything. It just says D. So I'm guessing he was like, oh, let me put it as D because, you know, that's versatile. But 9 times out of 10, women would think D is a man. So I'm like, I see the little messages between them. And it's basically like, you know, I'm not going to say word for word because I can't remember word for word. But it was basically a conversation as if like they seen each other before. He did things for her and she did things for him and things like that. That's what the conversations was based on, the little bit that I read. So he come back to the car and I locked the doors. I should have mentioned I locked the doors because I'm like, if it's something that I want to read, he not about to open his door and, you know, get in his car and I didn't read all that I wanted to read. So I locked the door. So when he comes out, because I'm so into reading these messages, he like, K, open up the door. K, open up the door. I'm like, no, F out of here. Like, no, I'm not opening up this door because I want to read. So he like, what are you doing? You drooling, put my phone down, you know, making a scene and everything. And I see that people was like looking at him like he was crazy. So I'm like, let me let this dummy in the car. So I let him in the car. So I'm like, and mind you, we live together. So keep that in mind. We live together. So I'm like, drop me off at my grandma's house and don't say nothing else to me. And I'm not coming home tonight. At the time, girl, where was you gonna go? I was just thinking, but that was just talking out of anger. I'm like, I'm not coming home tonight. So it was getting late. He texted me like, I apologize, Kay, what is you talking about? I'm not with her. And I didn't mention that I got the number out the phone too of this D person, this D character. I got the number out the phone too. So let me just mention that. So he's like, what are you talking about, Kay? I apologize. That's my friend. First it was his friend, then it was his cousin. He was like, you can ask my grandma, this is the cousin on such and such side. All this bogus crap that he was talking about. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, all right. So it was getting late, like midnight. And he kept texting me like when I'm coming home or whatever. So I think I went home like 2 o'clock. But while at my grandma's house, I called the number and I'm like, hey, what's up? Is this D? She like, yeah, who this? I'm like, this is such and such girlfriend. Who are you? So she was like, ask your man who I am. I'm like, is you his cousin? That's all I want to know. Is you his cousin or not? Like, ask your man who I am. So that's giving me like, this is your side bitch. Because if I'm the cousin, I'd be like, yeah, I'm his cousin. What's up? What's going on? But you telling me to ask him? What the fuck is going on? Okay. So that's where my first intuition that he was cheating, but I couldn't never, you know, catch him cheating. So boom, that happened. Get that out the way. So, you know, he being nice, doing everything that he's supposed to be doing because he's a damn cheater and he's a liar. So it was in the wintertime when I got caught. It was right after the passing of my cousin. So he passed away October. This was in March with the woman knocking at the door. So in March, it was literally guys, literally 2 days before me and my girlfriend Tina went to Miami, I get, He was acting weird that day, and like I was saying, we were having ups and downs. So like it was so toxic in that house. It was days that I would do doubles just so I don't come home and see him, or when I come home, it'd be nighttime. He'll be asleep already, and I don't gotta interact. I'll just take shower and go to sleep, and that is not healthy for a relationship. Like it was getting so bad, guys. Like when the girl knocked on the door, we wasn't even speaking. It was like two roommates basically, like living in the house together. So okay, so I went to the store and I got a cheesesteak. I came back, so I'm eating my cheesesteak or whatever. So he cleaned his house from top to bottom. I don't know, when he get bored, or when he get mad at me or whatever, he starts cleaning. When I talk about how the house is, like, you got to clean up. So he starts cleaning the house. He gets in his bag. This nigga was a cleaner, like cleaning the crap out the house from top to bottom. Boom. I'm in our room watching TV, in my own cubicle, minding my business. So I hear the dog Roman keep barking. The only time Roman barks is when someone's at the door that he don't know. So he's barking. Woof, woof, woof. I'm like, okay, why is Roman barking? So I'm like, Roman, shut up. And I didn't know if my ex had left or whatever, or he was at the door needing to get let back in, or whatever the case may be, because I was in the room with the door closed. So I hear him bark some more. So I'm like, Roman, shut the F up. So he keep going off. So I'm like, let me go downstairs and see what's going on. I go downstairs. I had no bottoms on, just a tank top. So I go downstairs and I peek out the window, and all I see is like a bag, because it was the mailbox in the way. All I see is a bag, and I'm like, oh, this is probably a crackhead he talking to, because he began crackheads to, buy us like cleaning supplies, stuff like that, food stamps, you know. You know how it is, Philly. So I ain't got to get all into it. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's a crackhead. So I go back upstairs. So he keep barking. So some told me, my intuition told me to put some pants on, girl, and go to open up this door and see who the hell is at this door. So I go down. After putting pants on, I go downstairs and I'm like, who this? First of all, he was holding the damn door so I don't open it. Let's just get that straight. He was holding the door so I don't open it. So I'm like, fucking with him with this door. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, get out the door. I'm like, who this? So he like, with a dumb face, niggas court, you got that dumb face on. So I'm like, who you? She was like, I ain't come to argue or fight or nothing. I just came to get my money. Like, my name is such and such. So I'm like, oh, so that's why the D is in the phone, because her name starts with a D. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, well, what, how long y'all been talking? She was like, oh, we never stopped talking. We've been talking ever since that y'all been together. And remind you, we was together for 3 years. She's like, we've been talking. I've been his friend ever since y'all been together. So he like, no, the F you wasn't, no, the F you wasn't, no, the F you wasn't. She was like, yes, you was. So it's going back and forth, whatever the case may have been. They going back and forth, arguing about when they started talking, but that was beyond the point. So I said, well, how can I help you? She's like, well, your man owed me money. So I'm like, why would she be saying he owed money? So I'm like, well, when did you borrow money from her? Why are you borrowing money from women? So he was like, I don't owe you no money. I don't owe you no money. I owe you such and such dollars. I'm like, that's beyond the point. I said, how does she know where I live? He was like, oh, no, I was sitting on the steps one day and she walked by. I was like, how ironic is someone walking through this little block, because we lived on a little block. How ironic is someone walking through this little block and seeing you outside, or seeing your car outside? I said, that's bullcrap. I said, come on in so that you could tell me everything from top to bottom, what's been going on with y'all. Because I had a feeling that this man was cheating on me anyway. So you being here is just like putting the icing on the cake. We eating cake now. So she was like, yeah, I know about you. I know everything about you. He tells me everything. I know when you go to work. I know when you come home from work. I know that y'all are not at the best right now. I know. I said, oh, and he just sitting. Well, he was standing up at first, and he's sitting on the couch like, fuck that, you lying. They going back and forth, whatever. He tussling with her. He spits on her. Other stuff went on too, and I don't want to get too much into it, but he tussling with her. He spit on her. Me, I was in disbelief, so I had to FaceTime my girlfriend. So I'm like, Tina, I said, is this really happening? Is this woman really at my house telling me that she been talking to such and such? She was like, girl. So my friend wanted to come down, and I'm like, no, that's not this type of party. She ain't come to fight. She came in peace. She just wanted to get her bread. So she was like, yeah, and I know such and such, such. And when I say such and such, that's because I don't want to say what she said. But what she said at that point hurt me so freaking bad, guys. I said, what? I'm already throwed off. So that just threw me off so much more. I slapped the crap out of him. Smack. I ran upstairs. And I was like, by the time I come back, y'all better be the fuck out this fucking house. And I mean that shit from the bottom of my fucking heart. I go upstairs to get sneakers because now I want to rumble. I want to rumble you, nigga, because I'm so fucking pissed off. Because why does she know that about my family member? You feel me? And that ticked me off so freaking much. So by the time I come downstairs, they outside, they tussling or whatever. So I lock the door. So he's trying to tussle with me to be out the door. So I lock the door like, bye, good night. You know, how he got back in the house, I don't freaking know. So he comes up and I'm crying. I'm not even going to fucking lie because I'm so fucking hurt. I'm hurt that you've been cheating on me. I'm hurt that you've been telling this girl my business and you told her something so hurtful that she should have never knew, you know. So, I'm crying, whatever. I'm pissed off. I'm like, dang. So he come upstairs. He crying. Okay, I don't care about your crocodile tears. Well, they wasn't really crocodile tears. There was more like don't go chasing waterfall tears. I don't care at this point. I said, you know what, dog? I said, get your stuff and get out. Get your stuff and you get out, dog. Like, go stay with her. When I checked your phone that time and it told me that the block that this phone was on and you told me that it was your friend on that block and she confirmed that she lived on that block, yeah, go live with her. I don't care if she lives with her mother. Go live with her. You feel me? So, and that was just it, guys. Like, I was just like, I was done. I think I stayed in that house a couple months more. I just stayed in there because that was my house too. That was not just his house. That was both our houses. And I stayed there so I can, you know, get my money so I can move. So I think I only stayed there for another maybe 3 months. We wasn't even talking, I don't believe. I can't remember. I don't remember if we were talking or trying to build. I think we were trying to build and it just didn't work. And I just left. I went to go move with my cousin. I stayed with my cousin for a little bit and then I moved to my apartment where I'm at now. And that's just it. Like, and that just goes to say, like, you can be so freaking good to a man. A man is going to do what he want to do. You could be the best woman on this planet. He's going to do what he want to do. So don't think, you know, insecurely about yourself. Like, these men going to do what they want to do. Like, and that's just it. And if you like this video, then give this video a thumbs up. And if you are new, subscribe to this channel. Welcome to CK Crew. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell so when I post a new video, you'll be notified.